Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you this. When will you stop trading your time for money and start building wealth that works for you? If you think you have all the time in the world, think again. Every minute you spend procrastinating, every day you delay learning, is a day you lose to compound growth, opportunities, and financial freedom. Picture this, a man in his 50s staring at his financial portfolio, realizing he's far from where he thought he'd be. Regret floods in as he thinks about all the times he said, "I'll start tomorrow." Time is the one thing we can't earn back. And in the world of wealth building, time is your greatest ally or your most relentless enemy. But here's the silver lining. You're here now, and you're ready to learn. Today, we're going to cover 10 wealth building lessons. Lessons that most men only grasp when it's too late. Learn them now, and you'll be years ahead of the game, positioned to create a life of abundance and freedom. Let's dive in. Wealth is about more than dollars and cents. It's about freedom. Freedom to pursue your passions, to take risks, and to live life on your terms. Yet society conditions us to think of wealth as material possessions, a fancy car, a sprawling house, or the latest gadgets. But here's the harsh reality. Most of these are liabilities, not assets. True wealth is measured in time, options, and the ability to seize opportunities. Fast forward to 2025, and the financial landscape is more complex than ever. Inflation erodes the value of your savings. Global markets are more interconnected and volatile, and technology disrupts traditional industries at breakneck speed. Navigating this environment requires more than just earning money. It requires strategic thinking, discipline, and a willingness to adapt. This speech isn't about vague platitudes, it's about actionable insights. Whether you're 20 or 50, these lessons can transform your financial trajectory. They're not about overnight success, they're about laying a foundation for sustainable wealth. Lesson number 1, start investing yesterday. The number one regret of most men? Not starting sooner. The magic of compound interest is one of the most powerful forces in finance, yet it's also one of the most misunderstood. Imagine planting a tree. The earlier you plant it, the more time it has to grow and bear fruit. Investments work the same way. Let's break this down. If you invest $200 a month starting at age 25, with an average annual return of 7%, you'll have over $500,000 by the time you're 65. Start at 35, and that number shrinks to less than $250,000. The difference? Time. But here's where most men falter. They think, I don't have enough money to invest. The truth? You don't need thousands to get started. Many platforms now allow you to begin with as little as $10. The key is consistency. Automate your investments, treat them like a non-negotiable bill, and watch your wealth grow over time. Start with low-cost index funds or ETFs. These give you broad market exposure with minimal fees. And remember, it's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. Lesson number 2, understand the difference between assets and liabilities. One of the most important lessons in wealth building is understanding what's actually building your wealth. Here's the simple truth. Assets put money in your pocket and liabilities take money out. Yet many men confuse the two. They think their luxury car or high-end gadgets are signs of wealth. In reality, these are expenses that drain your finances. An asset might be a rental property generating monthly income, a portfolio of dividend-paying stocks, or even intellectual property like a book or software you've created. A liability? That's the car payment, the credit card debt, or the oversized house with a mortgage that eats up half your income. Key rule: if it doesn't generate income or appreciate over time, it's not an asset. Period. Actionable tip: conduct a personal financial audit. List all your assets and liabilities. Commit to increasing your asset column while reducing your liabilities. It's not about living miserably. It's about being intentional with your money. Lesson number 3, diversify your income streams. Relying on a single source of income is one of the biggest financial risks you can take. Job security is a thing of the past. Industries evolve rapidly, and economic downturns can hit at any moment. If your entire livelihood depends on one paycheck, you're one layoff away from disaster. Diversification is the antidote. By creating multiple income streams, you protect yourself against financial shocks and set the stage for exponential wealth growth. Some examples of diversified income streams can be a full-time job coupled with freelance consulting, dividend-paying stocks providing passive income, rental income from investment properties, a side hustle selling digital products or courses, royalties from creative projects like books, music, or software, In 2024, digital platforms have made it easier than ever to create additional income streams. From e-commerce to content creation, the opportunities are vast and accessible. Lesson number 4, stop trading time for money. Your time is the most valuable asset you have, yet most men spend their lives trading it for money. This traditional hours for dollars model has a ceiling. You only have 24 hours in a day, and once those hours are used, they're gone forever. The wealthiest individuals understand this. They focus on building systems that generate income independently of their time. This is the essence of passive income. Think rental properties, royalties, or businesses you own but don't actively manage. Identify one way to generate passive income this year. It might be as simple as starting a high-yield savings account or as ambitious as launching an online course. The goal is to start shifting from active to passive income. Lesson number 5, learn the tax game. The wealthy don't just make money, they know how to keep it. Taxes are one of the biggest expenses you'll face in your lifetime, yet most people put little effort into understanding how to minimize them legally. Invest in tax-advantaged accounts like IRAs or 401ks if you are resident in the United States, or similar tax-free accounts in your country. Leverage deductions available to homeowners, business owners, and investors. Stay informed about changes in tax laws that could affect your strategies. This is just a tip. You should hire a qualified tax advisor. The upfront cost is worth the long-term savings. Lesson number 6, embrace risk early. When you're young, you have one of the greatest financial advantages: time. Time to recover from mistakes. Time to experiment. Time to take risks. Yet many men play it too safe in their early years, focusing solely on stability instead of growth. Investing in high-growth opportunities like startups, emerging technologies, or even your own business can pay off significantly in the long run. Yes, there's risk involved, but calculated risk is often the gateway to extraordinary returns. Dedicate a portion of your portfolio to higher risk investments, especially in your 20s and 30s. The rewards often outweigh the risks over time. Lesson number 7, network equals net worth. Your network is your net worth. The people you surround yourself with influence your opportunities, mindset, and success. The wealthiest men actively cultivate relationships with mentors, peers, and professionals who inspire and challenge them. Attend industry events, join mastermind groups, and be intentional about building relationships with people who align with your goals. Lesson number 8, health is wealth. What good is wealth if you're too unhealthy to enjoy it? Neglecting your health in the pursuit of financial success is a recipe for disaster. Chronic illness, stress, and burnout can wipe out your savings and diminish your quality of life. Start prioritizing this. Regular exercise and healthy eating. Annual medical checkups. Mental health and stress management practices. Lesson number 9, delay gratification. The ability to delay gratification is one of the strongest predictors of financial success. Sacrificing short-term pleasures for long-term gains might not be glamorous, but it's essential for building wealth. Rule of thumb: if you can't afford to buy something twice, you can't afford it. Lesson number 10, keep learning. The moment you stop learning is the moment you start falling behind. The financial world evolves rapidly. Staying informed is the key to staying ahead. Follow financial news, read books, and take courses to stay ahead of trends. The question isn't whether you can build wealth. The question is whether you will take the steps to do it. These 10 lessons aren't just theories. They're the blueprint for a life of freedom, control, and prosperity. Now let me speak directly to those of you who are struggling, who feel beaten down, and who are questioning whether it's even possible to turn things around. Maybe you're in debt, working a job you hate, or watching others succeed while you feel stuck in place. It's easy to think the system is rigged, that success is reserved for the lucky few. But here's the truth. The system doesn't determine your outcome. Your actions do. Every man who has ever built wealth, true lasting wealth, started from a place of struggle. They faced obstacles, setbacks, and failures. The difference is they refused to stay down. They made a decision to fight back, to learn, to adapt, and to grow. And that decision is available to you right now. You might be thinking, it's too late for me. Let me tell you, it's not. Colonel Sanders started KFC at 65. Warren Buffett made 99% of his wealth after the age of 50. Age is not a limitation. Excuses are. If you're willing to put in the work, you can rewrite your story starting today. Here's how. Take one lesson from this list and commit to mastering it this month. Just one. Maybe it's starting an investment account with whatever you can afford. Maybe it's cutting out one liability from your life. Maybe it's finally picking up that book on financial literacy you've been meaning to read. Small steps lead to massive change. And remember, the road to wealth is not linear. You will face challenges. Markets will crash. Plans will fail. People will doubt you. But these are not reasons to quit. They are reasons to push harder. Every obstacle you overcome strengthens you. Every lesson you learn sharpens you. Every risk you take brings you closer to freedom. Stop waiting for the perfect moment because it doesn't exist. Start where you are with what you have and build from there. You have the power to create a future that is bigger than your past. You have the power to break free from the chains of financial struggle and step into a life of abundance. This is your wake-up call. The clock is ticking and the world will not wait for you. The only question is, will you rise to the challenge? The choice is yours. Make it count. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please show your support by hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. Sharing this video with your friends would also mean a lot. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback helps me create even better content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.